Forspoken goes into detail about magic combat. Forspoken magic combat. The magic combat in Forspoken is shown to be highly customizable to suit your playstyle. Frey will have access to purple, red, blue, and green magic. These represent earth, fire, water, and wind magic respectively. Each type of magic will have its own attack, support, and parkour skills. Once you discover the magic type, you will automatically have access to the basic spells for each one. You will then be able to collect mana to get powerful upgrades. The new video goes in depth for some of the spells for both purple and red magic. There are a few offensive spells shown, as well as a shielding spell, and one that will heal based on damage dealt. Red magic is shown to be more melee focused, allowing Frey to summon weapons, as well as offensive support spells. For all types of magic, it is revealed they have a surge magic, which is a powerful spell. This is a spell that must be charged by using offensive and supporting spells. Once it's ready, the spell is capable of wiping out large groups of enemies at once. A few other combat mechanics were shown in the video. If an enemy is stunned on the ground, Frey can finish them off with a killing blow. It is also shown that Cuff, the living bracelet that accompanies Frey, will be able to take hits for her, reducing the damage dealt and opening the enemy for a counter. It can also scan the area and examine enemies. Forspoken gameplay details. What we've seen so far of Forspoken showcases how Frey will be a particularly athletic hero. The main character has a skill known as magic parkour, which allows her to run fast, leap great distances, and use the environment to swing across gaps and climb vertical inclines. The latest look at the upcoming adventure offered insight into how magic is at the center of everything in Forspoken, from combat to exploration. Frey is outfitted with a variety of magical spells and combat styles that you can use and adapt depending on your preferred style of play. From long-distance powers to close-range spells, there's all manner of magical attacks to experiment with. With RPG elements such as crafting and upgrades, you can improve a variety of Frey's skills. Gear can also be equipped such as necklaces and capes to improve stats. In order to bring together realism with fantasy, Frey can use shards to paint patterns on her nails to make spellcasting more powerful. In our hands-on preview with Forspoken, we got the chance to try out some of the layered spells in Frey's arsenal. Forspoken story details. Forspoken is a game about a young woman named Frey from New York City who is about to turn 21 years old. Before long, she finds herself transported to the world of Athia, where fantasies and nightmares are suddenly very real. As the first video game I've worked on, it's remarkable to see the incredible world and story of Forspoken come together, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy, said Balinska what she's seen of Forspoken so far. Frey as a character is real, she's raw, she's a girl who lost her way both figuratively and literally, and as a character I immediately connected with, as I feel many people around the world will too when they set off on this adventure. In this magical and dangerous world, Frey must learn to harness newfound magical powers in order to defeat monsters and the Tantas, who hold dominion over the land. Her magic derives from her cuff, a magical bracelet that can speak to her, and is voiced by Jonathan Cake. Frey must defeat the Tantas with the help of Cuff in order to have a chance of returning back to New York City and her cat. The team writing the story is being led by Gary Whitta, who has written for, among other games, Prey. Forspoken's writing team comes from across the worlds of film, TV, games, and fantasy literature, he said on Twitter. So far, we know that Amy Hennig, Todd Stashwick, and Allison Reimer are among the talent involved. Forspoken release date. Forspoken has been delayed from October 11th to January 24th as a result of ongoing discussions with key partners. This strategic decision was made as development is in its final polishing phase. Square Enix and Luminous Productions announced this through an official tweet from the game's Twitter account, where the image thanks fans for their support and patience. At first, Forspoken was slated for a May 24 release date, but the development team pushed it back to October 11 to finish polishing the game. Announced during PlayStation's Future of Gaming showcase last year under the codename Project Athia, the reveal trailer gave us a vague idea of what to expect from its gameplay and world. Back in March of 2021, the game received its final title as Forspoken, along with a deeper look into its story.